Sunday Shadows, my Patreon exclusive live stream, which is collective reading, but also like shadow work. So it's a very energy intensive session. And yeah, last night was very, very potent and powerful. And yeah, I went right to sleep after that. I was done. And then today I woke up and just gave myself a splinter. But then yeah, today I woke up and was still feeling it, kept sleeping. Yeah, that combined and my sister being sick, I feel like those things came together to kind of had me feeling a little shaky, but I don't know, I just really wanted to show up today. And today is also my 1 month for my Patreon community. Today makes it officially a month since we launched, and since we posted that first offering and everything. So it just felt like I couldn't miss out on the celebration, and what better way to celebrate than to be here with y'all. And I also felt like, the sun could be just what I need, like to not come out here and to just stay inside. I also felt like it just wouldn't do anything. So yeah, now that I'm sitting here and the sun's falling on me, yeah, I'm very grateful. Yeah, I don't know how much I got in me, but I'm hoping that once the inertia gets going and we get a flow going, that it will be smooth sailing, honestly. So y'all be patient with me and bear with me as we go through this, but I'm excited. Today definitely feels like a big one and an important one as well. And it just feels like a culmination too. Even walking over here felt like, like I was walking to the ring, like it's the big fight, the big championship, the big all that. And yeah, I couldn't miss out on this for the world. So thank y'all. And let's get to it. Ooh, something just flew up my leg. Hey, y'all, don't do that. But yeah. So, I done got right to talking, didn't even introduce myself. Is that who I think it is? Hey, welcome to the party, Dream. Pardon my patience. Hope you're over there having a good night where you are. And then, we can go ahead and set the tone and punctuate. Not set the tone, but punctuate your day. For everybody else, if you are somewhere where it's daytime and sunny, then hell yeah, I hope I can help set the tone for the rest of your day. But that being said, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Mark. Hey y'all. And I'm your reader, and I'm the one who will be taking you on this journey through all these important energies, all these supercharged energies, and just everything that's going to come through today. So I'm really, really excited. That being said, if you are one of my OG Monday magicians, you already know how we get things going. We get going with our presence practice, which is on one hand it's our breath work, and on the other hand it's our body scan. For today's breath work, I want to do some box breathing, so I'll explain that a little bit more. I can explain it now. So for the inhale, we're going to inhale for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold for 4, 2, 3, 4, exhale for 4, 2, 3, 4, hold for 4, 2, 3, 4, and we're just gonna keep going. And on the inhale, if you're a visual person, if you can visualize, then you're gonna visualize like you're drawing a box. So inhale is gonna be inhale, hold, exhale, hold, and that's your box. And if you're not a visual person, then just draw it with your mind. Like understand that that's what you're doing, and however you can sense it and kind of actually make it real, do that. So if it's a taste that you taste when you're drawing, I don't know, or if you can hear it going up, or whatever is your sense, whatever helps you ground it in and make it real, do that and trust that you're doing the practice perfectly fine. And if you can't do anything, hey, just do your count in your head, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll be fine as well, and know that you're drawing the box. So that'll be our breath work. In through the nose on the inhale, out through the mouth on the exhale. And the body scan I'll explain when we get there. So without further ado, go ahead and get comfortable. Get into whatever position we're gonna get into for our practice today. Introduce a little bit of movement into your body. Roll your neck a little bit. Return to your center. Hold. Hey, welcome to the party, hey we. Made it just in time. Oh yeah, when you're ready, go ahead and thank you. Let's see. So it sounds like the audio's coming from my phone instead of the mic. What about now? Ooh, I can't even see what you just said. Oh, fixed. Bet. Okay, thank you. I really needed to know that. Yeah, the audio's ever wonky, y'all, definitely let me know, because I take special pride and care in making sure it's good and no one's sitting here overstimulated and, having to battle against the elements just to receive these messages. So if it ever sounds wild or like a lot, know that that's not intentional. And yeah, just let me know. But that being said, right in time. So go ahead and find your center. And when you're ready, when you're done introducing a little bit of flow, go ahead and lovingly and slowly close your eyes. Now let's get right into it. Oh, and you just got here. We're doing box breathing today. So inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, and then we'll do it all over again. So, all right, I'm done talking now. All right, inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Go ahead and take a pause here and be still for a little bit. Take special note of how you're feeling, how the energy feels inside your body. Then we're going to do a couple more of those. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold.
Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Great job. And for this last one, we're going to do a deep inhale all the way to the belly. Hold. And then exhale as slow as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Great job, yo. Next, we're going to go right into our body scan. And for this, I'm just going to call out different areas of the body. You're just going to place your awareness wherever I call out. And don't question anything you may notice. Don't judge it. If you notice any stuck energy, don't, try to figure out how long it's been there, where it came from, or anything like that. Just use your awareness to lovingly release it and allow the energy to move and to continue flowing. And yeah, we'll come back to the practice. Today we're going to start at our toes. So go ahead and place your awareness there. And if they're not already, allow your palms to be face up. Put us in receiving mode. Let's get going. Toes. Then your feet. Then your lower legs, your shins, and your calves. Then your knees. Then your upper legs, your thighs, your hamstrings. Then your hands. And take special note of the subtle energies and vibrations that are present in the palm of your hands. If you're still enough and allow your focus to be soft enough, you can literally feel the vibrations. Next, we're going to go to our arms. Then our butt. And if you're seated or laying down, pay special attention to where your body meets the surface that you're sitting or lying on. And really lean into that support that's there. Also, go ahead and express a little gratitude as well. Thank you. Next, we're going to go to our hips. Then our pelvic area. And then your stomach. Chest. Then let's check in with our heart for a little bit. Then our shoulders. Then our backs, upper and lower. Then our neck. Then the chin. Then the mouth. Then our noses. Ears. Cheeks. Then your eyes. Your forehead. The back of the head. And then last but not least, the top of the head. Great job. Before we come out of our practice today, go ahead and introduce some movement back into your body. Roll your neck around a little bit. Ooh. I've been feeling that crack since I was walking here. So, sweet relief. And we're going to do one last deep breath. Inhale as deep to the belly as we can go. Hold at the top, and then slow exhale. Don't even force the air out, just allow it to leak out, like letting air out of a balloon. So, inhale. Exhale. Now go ahead and express gratitude to yourself for participating in today's practice and really taking this time to do some self-care. Express it out loud, in your mind, energetically, whatever feels right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When you're ready, go ahead and slowly and lovingly open your eyes and bring yourself back into the space you're in. Ooh. So bright. Yeah, thank y'all. Yeah, I'm excited and I'm ready. Whew. Definitely feel like I made plenty of room for today. Okay. Today, I'm definitely feeling very, very called to start with Oracle and then close it up with Oracle 2. All. And as I went to pull them out, I'm seeing the Fool on the bottom of our classic Monday Magic deck and the Hangman right next to it. And it just feels like I said, today feels like a culmination. It feels like where these two things meet, where surrender meets a whole new journey. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. Eight of Pentacles under that. Yeah, it's been a long journey. A lot of being forged by the fire led to exactly where we are right now. But hey, we're masters, aren't we? Ooh. Okay, y'all are very active today, huh? And right now, my first impression, it just feels like a bunch of old friends, honestly. Like, if you've been around, like, just seeing these cards, I'm sure. Meditate is one that loves to come out. The reminder of us being infinite loves to come out. September loves to come out, remind us about that number 9, completion, 9 lives. It's played all type of roles in our journey to this point. Netflix, the reminder to, take our self-care seriously and understand that anything that makes us feel light and feel happy is self-care. It doesn't have to be the things that are typically seen as self-care, like the meditation and the pampering and all of that. It's really anything that lights us up and makes us feel light and pours into our cup. Destiny as well, as far as just remembering to zoom out sometimes. Remember that everything that we're striving for and going after is for us and is waiting for us. And there's no force needed. There's no feeling like you have to really make these things happen as much as it's just an allowance, as it is showing up authentically and trusting that your internal guidance will get you there, because it really is destined. And then Kanye, which is always that reminder to, take up space, to that confirmation and affirmation that you're not crazy and that you can trust yourself and you just need to show up as you, and that's all you ever needed to do. Pisces, and that also feels like that culmination energy. It's like all roads led here. We journeyed through the entire zodiac starting at Aries, and our journey led us to this point, and it's time for us to celebrate this culmination and not to be afraid of these endings and hold on to them so long, because on the other side of these endings are our beginnings. At the end of Pisces season, Aries comes right back around again. There's no this space in between. There's no time where we're just lost or in a void or any of that. The journey starts right back over again. So it's like, don't be afraid of these endings. And if you've been trying to call in these new beginnings and step into these next chapters, be excited that these things are ending, because that lets you know that your beginning is here. And green, that same reminder to go, that you have that full green light ahead of you, and that it's all here for you, and that everything led to this point. And now that light turns green, and there's no more time to think. There's no more need for contemplation or looking backwards. All you need to do is move forward and go. Zoom out, that reminder to always, when things feel rocky or when you feel out of alignment, to zoom out and remember just how connected to it you are, how connected to it all that you are. And that as long as you're able to keep that big picture vision, that there will be no confusion. You'll understand that you're always exactly where you need to be. And Black Mirror, this just also feels like a reminder that and as I said Black Mirror, I saw a car turn in here and it said dog in big letters, and that just gave me the image of like the reciprocal of God, like when you're in a mirror, maybe not exactly because the letters would be a little backwards, but the other way around, with first letter being last letter being first, it's God. And it just feels like, don't allow the illusions to confuse you and to make you forget exactly who you are. Because I'm even thinking like dog days of summer, like those hard days where it's really hot and the sun's beating down on you. And it's like, no, that's not your reality. You are God. You are God embodied. You are God experiencing God's self, in different forms and vibrations and frequencies. And it's like, that's the truth of you. So don't allow these dark mirrors and these illusions to trick you into thinking that you're anything other than that. And and the rest of these, oh, wow. Well, I'll continue then, because I was going to say the rest of these, but after I looked at these three, the rest of them are facing the other way. So, Cancer. And this just feels like that loving, mothering energy, that nurturing energy of just being gentle with yourself, allowing yourself to be held, not being tougher and harder than you need to be, more rigid than you need to be, but allowing yourself to really melt into these energies that really do want to take care of you, and just allowing things to be beautiful, and that you are the universe's baby, you are God's baby, and you don't have to be any tougher than you are at any given moment. You just have to show up as you, and whatever that looks like is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And that star, it's like, remember exactly who you are and the role you play in your world. You are the main character. You are the center of your universe. Every day you wake up as you go to sleep as you. You can never shake yourself. Everything you experience is through yourself, through the lens of you, and through the way you know the world to operate and your experiences. There's no getting away from that. No matter how unbiased you can be, no matter how impartial you pride yourself in being, at the end of the day, it's only as impartial as you can be, So it's like, you are that center point. So allow yourself to be, and allow your world to build from there. And pour into yourself. I'm seeing the star card of pouring into the water, also pouring onto the land, which is like your inner world and the physical world, the spiritual and the physical. And it's like, allow that to be the balance, but you are the center point, even of the pouring. As you're pouring yourself into these things, you still are that center point. So, allow yourself to come into union with it all and take up the space that is yours to take up in your life. And politics, as the last one, just feels like everything else is noise, and everything else is from whatever agendas that people are trying to fulfill, whatever narratives and point of view that they've already accepted as their truth. Like, it'll never completely match up to what you know it all to be, because they don't have everything that you have to be able to see everything the way you see it, plain and simple. So, confirmation bird. So it just feels like trusting yourself above all, and you can get the guidance and the advice and the opinions of trusted people who you trust and know that are able to see you clearly. But at the end, the last decision is always yours, and you have to make the decision that feels like you, no matter what anybody thinks about it. Everything else is politics, and allow it to just be noise, and know that it has nothing to do with you, and that's okay. But it just feels like that's what Oracle had for us, just reminders of everywhere we've been to get to this point, and the reminder that we didn't get here lightly at all. It took a lot of intention. It took a lot of awareness. It took a lot of healing. It took a lot of learning, unlearning. It took everything. Literally, it took everything, and it took a lot. So Don't get to this point now and discount all the work you put in, all the effort you put in, and the whole journey it was to even get to this point. Because that's everything, and everything that's to come, and everything that's here right now that's unfolding in this exact moment is built on that foundation. So don't forget your foundation, and allow yourself to see it as just as big and profound and important as it all is, because it really, really, really is. And that being said, let's get right into tarot, y'all. Ooh. Yeah, definitely, my body's a wild place right now, so y'all be patient with me. And we got the High Priestess on the bottom. This just feels like a call to remain balanced and understand that that middle path is where our magic is. That middle path is where the truth is. You know, if you're leaning too far into the spiritual, you're out of alignment. If you're leaning too far into the physical, you're out of alignment. It really is a balance. And the more you can sustain that balance and move in it and operate from that point and allowing that to be your base, understand that you're literally walking magic. You're the universe embodied. There is no separation at that point, because in that point you're operating as the grass operates. You're operating as the animals operate, from pure instincts, from pure flow, and just that connection to it all, allowing that to guide your steps and trusting that every step you make is in alignment, because you are alignment. You are that exact flow. You are that exact energy that created all this, that continues to be the life force running through all this. Like, you are that very energy. So the more tapped in with yourself and the more connected you are to the truth of you, the more embodied you are. And through that is everything. So, whew. Been called to tell y'all to slow down and let that energy build. Let it build. It doesn't have to be expressed right away and used as soon as you get it. That's funny. The Hangman. And it's funny because under the High Priestess just now was the Hangman. It was sitting there on the bottom. And for a second, I don't know if you guys noticed, I was kind of looking, like deliberating whether if it was significant to show y'all or just to continue to get into shuffling and the reading. And yeah, it presented itself again. And this also feels like that call I just felt, as far as telling you to slow down and allow yourself to sit in the energy and not necessarily go from hit to expression all the time. Like, yes, allow that to happen, that flow to happen as well, but it doesn't always have to be that, you know, at the point where you feel like, oh, I got to hit, I got to go express it, you know, as if it was something that could be lost, or as if you had to capture it, and, you know, like it's something that's fleeting. Understand that now that's out of alignment, and now you're moving into a lack vibration, because the truth is these energies that come through are you. They're just as much you as you are you. So it's like they're not going anywhere, and you can treat them as visitors, you know, like they're here for a reason. You can, you know, greet them, chill with them for a little bit. You know, you don't, as soon as someone knocks on the door, you don't just run open the door and like, oh, get in here, come on, let's do this, let's do that, come on, let's do that, you know, and trying to move them this way and that way. It's kind of just like, hey, oh, hey, what's up, welcome, you know, welcome to my home, like, how you been? Like, you know, if you're somewhere cold, take off the coat. You know, you do all these things before you dive into the hangout, you know, and it feels like sometimes allow that to be the case, especially when it feels like that's the way forward. And yeah, don't treat all these energies like they're fleeting. Have confidence in taking your time when it's time to take your time, and trust that your flow is the flow. And yeah, that was really dope how that unfolded. Because even as I was shuffling, I felt called to slow down. Like, it felt like I was shuffling too fast. And as I slowed down, I felt the energy felt completely different. It felt more charged in my body. It felt like there was a flow going that I was now tapped into. And yeah, it felt really nice. And in that moment is when the hangman presented itself, especially after I didn't take it the first time. So yeah, great stuff. Yeah, I'm getting big, like, trust yourself energy. Like, especially right now as the cards are really, really calm. And it feels like, I don't know, there's not too much jumping. It feels like they're just waiting for me to decide and just pick one, rather than presenting themselves and me going with that. Which also feels like a call to step into that masculine energy. And I feel like a lot of these readings have been about, waiting, and not necessarily waiting, but just embracing the stillness, embracing the darkness, embracing the silence, and trusting that, not allowing the anxious thoughts to force us into movement, but to really move on inspired action and to really value that. And right now it feels like the opposite. It feels like it's time to, hey, trust your steps, do what you feel called to do, and that's the way forward now. Like, it's time. Like, now it was like, wait for it. And even like the track reference that I used last week, when it comes to like that moment when you're in your set position, ready, and then the gun goes off and you start running, it feels like now is that time where the gun goes off, and it's like, now it's like, do your thing. It's like the rest is on you. You've trained for all this, and all roads led to this point. You did all the work, the due diligence and everything. You were patient, you waited for the time, you didn't rush, and now it's like, it's on you now. It's like, hey, it's time to perform, it's time to show up and do your thing. And that's interesting, being that the way we started the Oracle cards, it seemed like there was no new messages. It was like a recap, like, yo, this is where you've been, this is how you got to this point, remember that you're ready. And it feels like the reading is like affirming that. It's like, yo, hey, it's on you. And I keep looking down because I split to strength, which feels like a confirmation of that. It's like, remember everywhere you've been. And I'm even feeling called to, like, on the left side, there's, well, if you're familiar with tarot and the typical strength card and the what's typically depicted, it's usually like the woman holding the lion's mouth open, and the mouth, or holding the lion, and then the lion's kind of like roaring, but it seems like it might be a little afraid of itself or all that. And it's like, but on here it's a cheetah, it's a whole different thing. And the woman on there, or the feminine energy on there, is fighting the cheetah, like wrestling with the cheetah. But if you look here on that little column, you also see the lion depicted, and it's depicted as a statue, which gives me like past energy. And it feels like, remember that where we came from. Oh, and it's also the woman on there holding the lion. So it feels like that's where we've been. You were learning how to roar, and you were being, affirmed in that and pushed, gently nudged in that direction to trust your voice, trust your flow. And it's like, that's a reminder as you're fighting this new opponent, and it's this showdown where it's like, there's no support. It's kind of you versus them. And it feels like that support is still there, and the support is there through your lessons, through where you've been, and that reminder, like, yo, remember, you learned how to roar, we did this, and now it's like, you have exactly what it takes. You have the strength to win and be victorious in your reality, and as you're bringing in these things for yourself. And that's a beautiful message. I'm also being drawn to the 8 on there, and that feels like infinity energy. And yeah, it feels like the foundation has been set, and now it's time to build and build upon that, and not through doing what you should do or trying to figure anything out, but going in the directions you feel called to go and doing your thing, because all the work that you've done led you to this point to be able to trust that, and to be able to trust your steps. And now the guidance is to just do your thing and trust that the support is there, and that the wind will be beneath your wings as you continue to fly and learn to fly, because the training wheels are off. So it's like, yes, the beginning might be a little, shaky as you're learning to trust your wings, but it's like the wind is there, everything will be there. And now you'll get that, but you still have to take off first and trust that it will be there and you will be caught, because you will be. And yeah, it just feels like that confirmation that the strength is there and that you're supported by everything in existence, the world, the very thing you're sitting on, the very thing you stand on, like everything that you come into contact is supporting you and is giving you exactly what you need to move forward and to actualize these things for yourself right now, not in the future, not tomorrow, not next, but now. It's time. And on the other side of the split is justice. And this feels like you've achieved that balance we've been talking about from these past few weeks, as far as just coming into balance with oneself and getting that masculine energy and the feminine energies within to be on one accord and to get them to do the beautiful waltz, the beautiful dance together, as they kind of, you know, there's the give and take, and there's the trust that as I do my part, you'll do your part, and that I don't have to sit here and try to overcompensate for your steps because I don't trust that you know the routine, or that, and when I say you, I'm saying as far as just whether it being the feminine within or the masculine within, and its relation to the other its counterpart. But it's like really just trusting, like, yo, we've practiced this a million times. We've seen our proof. We've done it. I trust you to do your half, and I'll do my half, and in the end we'll get 10s across the board, and it'll be this beautiful dance, much more beautiful than we even anticipated. And it's like, trust yourself now, because you've done all the work to trust yourself. You're balanced now, and you are the I am. You are in the middle path now, and it's like now all you have to do is walk and continue to walk. And as things try to pull you off into, you know, fear, off into being overly in your masculine or overly in your feminine, afraid to take action, you know, that you pull yourself back to the middle path. Like, oh no, we don't do that anymore. We trust. And I know that both sides can do their part, and that I can trust the calls I get, and I can trust my actions and my steps, and that it will all lead to exactly where I'm going. And the only way to walk on your path is the middle path. You don't get there either way, on either side being in balance. So yeah, and that's really beautiful. And I'm excited for us. I'm excited for you. And I was going to say, I hope you're ready, but you are ready. Like, that's the whole thing. That's exactly what's trying to be communicated to you. And not even trying. That's exactly what's being communicated to you right now, is that it's time. And now all you have to do is do exactly you. Like, do your thing, step, and keep walking. And trust that your GPS is locked and loaded. Your support is locked and loaded. God, the universe already made sure traffic is clear, and anything that appears to be obstructions, trust that they're illusions, and that as you get to them and it's time to pass them, they will dissipate, and you just have to keep going forward, keep going, and trust that the unfoldment will be there. And the tower in reverse, and I can't even think of a recent time in which we got the tower in reverse, and it feels like it's over, like it's come down. And it's like all that remains is you, and nothing but space and opportunity. And now you just get to create your life from here. And as I say create, we got King of Cups on the bottom. And look at all those colors. It reminds me of watercolors, of paint, of, yeah, and it's even the pastel vibes on there. And it's like, now it's like, create your picture how you want to. Paint it how you feel called to. And trust that that's all you need to do. Like, he's sitting back, he's chilling. He understands that this is his world, you know, and he can color it however he feels like it. And no one else has to understand it as long as he does. It's in the best interest of everybody. And hey, one day they might understand it. And even if they don't, it's not your business. You just have to do you. And yeah, create the best picture and the prettiest picture you can. Because your life is your story. It is your art. It is your biggest creation. And everything that happens within that is just parts of your story, part of your painting. But the big picture and the biggest thing, the biggest creation of all is your life. And everything's just a part of that. So nothing can be bigger than your life. Nothing can be bigger than you, because it's all just parts of it. So yeah, trust yourself, trust your paint, trust your brush, trust everything that is you. And know that, yeah, you didn't get here lightly, and everything is ready for you. And then look, and I'm also 8 of Wands in reverse. And this feels like now we're moving, because before, you know, we've talked about it before, but it's like the typical or the usual, or if you're familiar with tarot, it's like the 8 of Wands is typically these wands flying through the air, moving very fast. But here it's kind of like, it's like there's 7 wands just planted in the ground, and then there's a wand in the middle with a mask on it. And it being reversed feels like you've removed the masks and you're done with the wearing masks, and you're here and ready to show up 100% authentically in your life and in your creations and in everything you involve yourself with. And in that process, it's time to move now. It's like we're getting back to that flying through the air energy. And that's exactly where we are right now. And even like the flying bug on the mask, it feels like, yeah, it's time to fly. And like we were saying earlier, you might be weird at first. You might not fully trust your wings at first, but you still have to jump and trust that the wind will be supporting you. You'll have the support of everything, and you will fly, and you will learn very quickly. You don't need the training wheels, and you know exactly who you are and what's waiting for you. And yeah, under that is the Two of Pentacles, and it's like you've come back into balance. And okay. Oh, and as I did that, it kind of flipped reverse. And in its reversal, it feels like the most prominent thing to me now is the infinity right here. And it's like, you are infinite. It's like, it doesn't matter what you do. It's a matter of you doing it 100% authentically and showing up as you. And I say it doesn't matter what you do, but there are certain things you can't do 100% authentically now. So it's like, that doesn't mean sacrifice and just do whatever and you'll be successful, because it's like, if it's not a hell yes to you, if you're doing it just like, oh, like I can't wait for this to be done, you're not doing it 100% authentically. So that won't that won't unfold and actualize and ground in everything that's here for you right now. So it's like, it doesn't matter what you do as long as it's something that you're doing 100% authentically. So it's like, even if you're just eating some good food and it's like, wow, I'm so present in this meal, it tastes so good, like, you know, all that, like, yeah, everything is actualizing for you, you know, everything is grounding in that moment too. It's not just the work you do, it's not just the inputs or it's not just the outputs and you being in the masculine energy, because remember, it's a balance. So as long as you're showing up in your feminine energy 100% authentically, you're showing up in your masculine 100% authentically, when it's time to show up as, you know, as them respectively, then trust that you're in alignment and everything is unfolding as it needs to in those moments, and that in those moments you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to be doing, no matter what it is. So it feels like, allow what's important to be important, and what's important is you and your fulfillment, your freedom, and all the things that you're even doing all this stuff for, you know, because you're not striving really hard just to work really hard. You're striving really hard to have a life you're proud of. You're striving really hard to experience the freedom and to be able to have everything you need, to be able to pour into those people you love in the way you want to be able to show up in your life in a way that feels like it's your life, that you're not just featured or fuel for someone else's life. And it's like, allow those to be important, and they can be important now. You don't have to sacrifice yourself to one day get to be able to enjoy these things. And trust that that's the biggest illusion of all, especially now as we've moved into the age of Aquarius and out of the age of Pisces. It's like, that may have worked before, you know, self-sacrificing and being in the polars, you know, being in the extremes, being all the way this way or being all the way that way. But it's like right now, and that's interesting because I'm seeing my stepdad just turned in, and that just feels like the coming home of the masculine energies, as far as like the masculine energies have been running amok, you know, they've just been out doing all type of stuff, and it's like reeling them back in and bringing them back into balance, as far as just like, okay, like, we know we're not doing that anymore. Now we need to be in a more balanced way. We need to unite you with my feminine energies within, and, you know, and being at home within yourself, and understanding that that's where the work is done, not necessarily in the outside, but within your home, within your sanctuary inside, and then allowing the results to pour out from you, because at the end of the day, all this is results born of energy, born of spirit, and the energy and the spirit and all of that comes first, and it manifests as physical things. So if you're out here trying to create your life, that's not nearly as far reaching as doing it from the inside, in which changes your projections, which changes the results, which changes the way your reality interacts with you, and the dynamics in which you experience, and the experience that you experience in general. So yeah, allow what's important to be important, and what's important is you. Yeah, and on the split, I just called the split, and boom, Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like in this deck, since I've gotten this deck and since we started using it, I feel like the Ace of Pentacles has been the most fleeting of all the aces. Like, it's always been the one that kind of pops up really when I super least expect it, or all the other ones will come up and it'll be missing, or it's just very fleeting. It just kind of pops up when it wants to and when it's ready, and only when I'm super detached from it. And it feels like that's now. It's like, here we go. Like I said, it's time, and it's all unfolding. And yeah, and even though it's here, it feels like an eclipse. We got a helicopter going overhead. It's like, don't allow these to be distractions. Don't allow the fact that they're here now to throw you back off balance and send you right back into lack, because as these things unfold, you might, now you're rich, let's say, now all of a sudden, and physically rich, now your account's super fat and all this, but it's like now that can put you back into lack, even though it's an abundance, it's everything you need and you can do all these things, but it's like that can put you back into lack if now you start treating it like you have to hold on to it, or now you have to be like, oh man, I don't ever want to go back to the way things were before, so let me hold on to it, or let me be careful and let me not spend it, let me save it all and hoard all this money so I can never go without. And it's like now you're back in that lack vibration, and you may find yourself exactly where you're trying not to be at. So it's like, don't allow this to eclipse your light, Don't allow this to make you not be able to see yourself anymore, see your connection to it all, because you are the sun just as much as the sun is you. And if you now all of a sudden your eyes are fixed on this pinnacle and you can't see yourself or your connection to it all, the collective, the universe, God, and all that, understand that now you're out of alignment, and now you're moving the exact opposite of the way that you've done all this work to get to. So it's like, yes, it's all here, but remember, it was born of you. So you have to be at the forefront still. Don't change anything. Nothing has changed. As it shows up, it's like nothing changed. Like you're literally the exact same person you were before. And it's like it was only born of you. So the exact way in which you were operating when it came in is how you need to continue to operate. So it's like, don't be so surrendered and then this come and now all of a sudden now you're forcing again, and now you're doing all these things that you've already outgrown, because then you're not attuned to the frequency of your dream reality that you're now in. So please remember that feels very, very important. If you remember nothing else, as these things come in, remember. And even the snake on the finger, like the ring that's here, it feels like, yes, snakes get a bad rap and they're very, very divine and all that, but yeah, if you mistreat them or you kind of don't handle them in the right way, they will still bite you, and they will be everything that you were taught to be afraid of in those moments. They will be. So it's like, if you sit there and take your eyes off the prize, or you allow yourself to fall into these old conditions and programming, you will get bit and you will drop that pinnacle, and then that will bring you back, it will fall, and that will bring you back to your connection to it all. And now you're back into learning the lessons, and it may not be like, oh, that's it, now you're done for, and now you're just stuck in whatever, but it's just like the reminders will have to come, and you will get, the coconut will fall on your head, and you'll remember like, oh wait, you'll have to remember where you are and where you stand in all of it. And it's like, that's not necessarily necessary. It's like you can continue to move forward and continue to let this momentum build, because there's more where this came from. Like, this is just one pinnacle, y'all. It's just one. And it's like, as you continue to keep going in that direction, allow the momentum to build, all of them, it's all yours. So yeah. And under that, we've got 9 of Cups. And this just feels like, yo, cheers to that, And I'm also seeing like the 3 of Cups, which has like the 3 figures on it cheering, but that never feels like us. It always feels like our support to me. It always feels like our divine support. But on this, it feels like the other side of that. Like we're cheersing to them, and they're off camera and you can't see them, but they're also like the response to that card, like hey, and then you're like, yep, we did it. And it feels like that's where we are right now. It's like you were so divine. It's like all roads led here. And yeah, and even the cups on top of the throne that are still kind of semi-full, one's completely full, that feels like a reminder of abundance. Remember that you are abundant and that you are the center point of all this. She didn't sit there and drink them all. Once she realized they weren't for her, she let it go, because she understands that there's more where this came from, and there's no need to settle, because yeah, her perfect cup is out there and it's on the way with exactly what she needs. And look, and she's got it, and now it's cheers. And it's like, that's you. It's like, you don't have to, once you realize these things are not for you, let them go and continue to do that as you move forward. And under that is Ace of Cups. And it's like, this is an opportunity. It feels like as these things come in, the first things first, take care of yourself, please. Pour into your cup, like I said, if this is money and like you get a nice windfall, or something hits real big and now all of a sudden, you've changed your whole physical existence, your first things first, don't get lost into now getting into maintenance mode as far as like, now I got to keep this coming, or now I got to sustain this. But take the well needed rest. Like, this work has been a lot, and it never stops, it never turns off. And it's like, pour into your cup and do the things that make you feel fulfilled, and really start there. And give yourself everything you need, treat yourself, really, lick your wounds. And because I know it's been a tough ride. It's not always easy. Sometimes you feel a little beat up and a little energetically drained. So it's like, as these things come in, allow there to be space and take things easy. Take that vacation, use that money to really do the things that will make you feel full. And then from there, then you can do everything else. But understand that you are at the center, and continue to treat yourself like that. And know that, like I said, there's more where this came from. And I'm being drawn to the feather too. It's like, allow yourself to be light. And understand that the lighter you can get and the lighter you feel, the higher you can ascend. You don't ascend through being dense and being overly full of dense energies and being super tied and attached to all these physical things. It's like, the more you can detach, the lighter you can get, and the higher you can, float and ascend. I'm being drawn to like a balloon weight. How when you buy balloons from maybe like Party City or a store, how they have like a little thing because they're filled with helium. So if they're not weighed down, they'll float away. And it's like, being attached to all these physical things are like adding weights to your balloon, which is cool. It'll keep you grounded, but at the point you want to ascend and, experience more for yourself, you have to allow yourself to get light, and that doesn't mean, take them all off and now you're floating, with no grounding, but it's like, make sure it's a balanced amount, to where you can still ascend at a comfortable rate and a rate that feels good for you, but that it's also kind of giving you that groundingness as well. So it's like, it's still pulling you a little bit, but it's not keeping you from ascending. So allow yourself to be light. And I feel like this is 5 of Cups. And I feel like this is a card that I don't think has come out since we started using this deck. And it just feels like enlightenment. It feels like enlightenment through the tough goodbyes, through allowing yourself to shed a lot of these things. And it's like, as you finally, like, I gotta let it go, like, I'm ready, like, I'm really, really ready, and all these things just can't come with me. And it's like, in that moment, the light bulb goes off, you become super attractive, super enlightened, and you become everything that you've been striving to be, because the only thing that was ever keeping you away from it was holding on to these things that weren't able to go with you, whether it be like past programming, conditioning, people, environments, all of that. And it's like, you realize that the only way forward is to surrender. And in that moment, you became truly, truly enlightened. And it's like, listen to your heart. I'm being drawn to the ear on the vase in the water. And it's like, listen to your inner world, listen to your emotions, listen to the way you feel and the communication and the information that's within those things. And I just heard, keep your head above water as far as this goes. It's like, you have to keep that balance. It's all, as you listen to your emotions, don't become lost in them to where you're under them, to where now you're just too immersed. There's no way to kind of see your left from your right, and you're kind of just taking on water, and now you're just kind of trying to like not drown. It's like, hey, keep your head above water. From there, you can see it all. Like, you're still in there. You can still feel it. You can still navigate and go, you can still swim. But it's like, don't become too immersed in it to where you lose yourself. Whew. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling called to start to wrap this up. My body is starting to feel heavy. And we were just talking about density. So, definitely going to allow myself to be light. And, under that, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And this just feels like the tables have turned, Like, maybe you were waiting for a handout. You were waiting for, the divine to come save you, or to tell you, to give you the things you need. And now it's like, now you're in a place of where you're providing, you're providing for the world. You're providing for the universe. You're leading by example. And through your offerings, your creations, the way you show up, the way you interact with people and all that now you're giving back. Now you're in the position to be that very force, Now because now you are truly embodied, you truly are God, you truly are the universe. So now you're in that role. And now, people who need the help, people who don't understand that they're God yet and are still looking up. It's like, you can still, now you're in position to help them in a way that is not self-sacrificial or people pleasing or anything like that, but through now, you have everything you need, everything's taken care of, and now you get to just show up and do your things. And I feel like naturally you're somebody who wants to give back. We want to make the world a better place. And now it's like here, and now you're being given the keys to do that very thing. And you are God embodied, and now you are being asked to show up as a vessel of divine grace and energy, and walk into every room as if you are God, and treat everybody as if you are God. And how would God treat them? That he'd be loving, he'd be patient, or he, she, they, however you identify God as, is loving, is supportive, is, all-knowing, trusting themselves, all that. And it's like, that's how you're being asked to show up right now. And yeah, the world needs you, and the people in it need you, and it's go time. Like, more than anything, it's go time. And then and I got 10 of Cups in reverse. And this just feels like, it feels like the same culmination, but it just feels like, you don't even need it. Like, it's not even like something that you're super waiting on at this point. It feels like you're detached from it. So now it's like, and that's exactly why it came, and that's exactly why it's time now. And it's like, hey, it's like, oh, okay, wow, my 10 of Cups is here, everything is here, bet. Like, now I can continue moving as I was, because you only got to this point. Like I said, now is not the time to change the way you're showing up, not the time to change how you're doing anything. It's like, oh, bet, as you were, continue to do your things, continue to show up as you were. And now, you have a little more flexibility and freedom to kind of navigate, but continue doing what you were doing, continue to show up as you were showing up, continue to pour into the people you've curated your life and gotten the incorrect people out of your life. So now the people around are the proper people to pour into. It's like, as you were, use these resources, use this connection to it all to simply, just scale up what you're already doing, like give even more love to these people, give even more back to the world, create even more, just go deeper within yourself and on your path. And it's like, yes, this is a celebration, but hey, it's no big deal. It's like, you're only here because you became the 10 of Cups, you realize like it was never something to wait for, it was something to become, and you are now the 10 of Cups. And it's like, and even under that, the 4 of Cups, and this feels like, you see, he's being handed a bigger cup by the universe, but he also looks like, he's chilling with his little cactus, because he realized like it's all the same thing, like whether it's more or less, like as long as he has himself, like he's good, and that everything else will unfold from there. And when he needs more to present, okay, thank you, I'll take it and use it, but that small cactus is just as powerful, just as profound, and just as much him as this one that looks a little nicer and is coming from this divine hand, And that's a very dope way to feel and a point to get to. And under that is the Lovers. And it feels like, yep, you've achieved that balance. And it's like, this is the angel letting you know, like, you've arrived and you're being greeted here. And it's like, everything from here is now a product of all the work you've done. And under that, Knight of Wands. And it's like, I'm being drawn to how his wand has taken root and the things are growing. And it's like, this is the moment right before takeoff, Like, we end this reading and you're in that new reality. You're in that dream reality, and you already are. And it's like, now it's like, where do you want to go? It's time to move and trust yourself. And that's really, really dope. I'm excited. Oh, yeah. And under that is Strength again. It's like, remember, man, you've been here, done that, and you know exactly who you are. So show up as you and let everything else fall behind that, honestly. And you will be victorious. You already are victorious. You're just experiencing the unfoldment of that now. Because remember, all these things play out at higher dimensions. They play out energetically, spiritually. Like, you've already won. You've already made it to exactly where it's unfolding that you are right now. Like, soon you'll see it all, and the proof will be very, very apparent to your physical eyes. But if you feel into it, if you are honest with yourself and really tap in with the energy of it, you'll realize, you are exactly there. You are in your dream reality right now. So, hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm gonna pull one more, and then I'm gonna go into Oracle for any closing messages if there are any, and then I'm gonna call it. I really need to start telling y'all, because it's like, wow, what the hell, bro? because I think y'all saw me, but I split a couple times, split a couple times, and then I kind of just like, all right, and then that's when I told you what we were gonna do. But the first thing I saw when I split was literally the Two of Swords, literally this card. And then the second thing I saw was literally the Seven of Cups, this card. And I know y'all believe me, but yeah, it's just wild because like literally the cards I saw and decided upon myself, like I'm not taking them. And that also feels like, trust yourself. Like you don't have to see it all. It's like trust yourself and understand that you won't miss anything, It's like if you can't see, trust that you're not supposed to be able to see, plain and simple. Have confidence in that. Use that to kind of navigate your world, as you find yourself coming face to face with uncertainty. Trust that you're just not supposed to know. And it's like, do as you were, move as you were, do what you feel called to do. And trust that anything that is meant for you to do or anything that you need to know will find you. It will it'll come back around and it won't be missed. And it's like you have so many options. Like, how do you want to show up? Just show up and trust that everything you've done to this point serves as your foundation and is your divine protection from missteps, It's almost like I'm getting the visual of the bowling alley with the gutter, the rails up, It's like, what's the point of being super careful when it's like if you go off a little bit, you're gonna hit the gutter, it's gonna bounce and you're gonna be back in and you can't go into the gutter. Like it's impossible. And it's like you've done the work to put the rails up. And it's like it's not training wheels, but it's like it's a backup, It's like as you kind of stumble, it's like, oh, course correction, like pushing you back on. It's like, oh no, here you're missing this, here you need this. It's like you've done the work to be able to move in that way. So it's like now it's just like, if I can't see if there's uncertainty, it's like, it's dealer's choice, So whatever you want to do, go make a decision and trust that the light will find you and things will unfold and you'll be able to see the next steps. But it's like, pick one. It's like, where do you want to go and go in that direction? And just trust it. Don't spend too much time contemplating or thinking. Make a decision one way or the other and trust that everything oh my goodness, bro, because there was a third card that I saw before I saw Strength. Or did I see Strength before? I don't even remember the way that unfolded. But the third card I saw was literally the Ten of Pentacles, this one. And yeah, those were the three splits I saw before I just was like, all right, I'm going to shuffle and call it. And it's like they were all right here together. And that's so wild, man. It's like you can't make this up. It's like that's the reality of the situation, yo. It's like you can't fuck this up if you wanted to, yo. So don't waste your valuable energy trying to do the right thing or trying to make every decision as if it's make or break, Like if you make this decision, it's all over. Or if you make that decision, it's going to get you everywhere. It's like, make a decision that feels right and trust that it's all leading you to where you're going. You've done the work to know a good decision from a bad decision. So at the point where these things are kind of, both being in consideration, trust that, hey, you can't, they'll both lead you to the same place, I'm seeing a path where it's like one path and you come to a fork. But if you're looking too close at it, it's like it's a fork. But if you kind of look further at the big picture, you realize that in the distance, they go like this. And it splits and it comes back in the middle, right back to the middle path. And it's like, that's the reality of you right now. And it's like, make a decision and go and trust that, anything that's meant to come with you, anything that you need to see, or, it will come and you will get that clarity. It's like, come on, remember where you've been. Remember how we got here. It's like you didn't do all this work to not trust yourself. So, hell yeah, man. That's amazing, bro. Yeah, I'm blown away, honestly. And I damn near don't want to keep going because I know that it'll probably be something new and we'll keep talking, but last one, y'all, for real. But yeah, and it's like back to the flying fish. And if you've been here for a while, you remember this has been coming up the last few weeks. And it's like, remember, at the very moment where you become detached, at the very moment when you're stopped waiting, when you're like not like, where's this thing? Where's my thing? Where's my abundance? Where's all this? Boom, it jumps right out the water because now you're a perfect match. Because in the moment where you need for nothing, here's the reality in the life where you need for nothing. You attract by being, you become by being. And law of resonance, law of attraction, it starts with you. And as long as you're looking in lack and you're moving as if something's missing, it will be missing until you move in a different way, until you connect with that universal flow and the reality in which that you always have everything you need. That's when you get the life and the reflection that you have everything you need. And just like I said, like right now I was detached and I was ready to move on from this and to close out everything. And it's like in that moment, you know, one more, I just kind of just look to just see, and boom, here's our flying fish presenting itself again. I was like, this is it. It's all here, y'all. I couldn't make this up even if I wanted to. I couldn't produce this or plan this or make it, you know, any of that. It's like, this is the reality of us. This is the reality of our energy. And it's being reflected back to us to tell us, you know, to communicate these things and express these energies that we are a part of, that we're living, that we're just moving in, that we're an embodiment of right now. It's like, it's go time. It's all you. So celebrate. And I really challenge you to celebrate today somehow, you know. Don't wait for these things to unfold. Meet them halfway, you know. Go do, you know, go order your favorite food, you know, go show up to your favorite place, or, you know, take the rest of the day off, or whatever you can do that feels like a celebration to you. Like, oh man, we did it. I did it. And I'm so proud of myself. Go do that today. Like from here, when you close this down, like go celebrate, whether it be big or small, you know. It could just be taking a bath, you know, drawing a bath for yourself and putting the bubbles in it, lighting a candle, like whatever feels like celebration to you. That doesn't mean go out and party if that's not you. It's like whatever feels like you and pours into your cup is a celebration, as long as the intention is to celebrate. So yeah, this is it. This is your flying fish, and it's all here, and that's so exciting, man. I'm very curious as to what Oracle is gonna say. Part of me feels like it's just gonna be repeats, or just be like, yo, like we've said it all or something, but I'm still feeling called to go see, you know, check it out. But yeah, man, I hope y'all are charged. I'm excited. I feel good. Ooh, I see a message. Let's see. I can't even make it out. Yeah, I can't even see what you said. My apologies. But yeah, I'm gonna go into Oracle, see if there's any closing messages, anything to remember as we step out and move in our dream realities, man. Ooh. And yeah, on the bottom is Snake and Waste, and those came out together before. They've come out together a few times. And so I remember we're at the end of the Snake year now, you know, the Chinese New Year. We're moving into the year of the Fire Horse literally this month. So we are definitely in alignment to the energies that are present in the collective. And yeah, and allow this process to end and treat it as it's over, you know, and know that you've done it, and allow all these things that are falling away to be waste, you know. Don't identify with them so much as parts of yourself that you're leaving behind, because if they were parts of you, you wouldn't be leaving them behind. They'd be with you because you're you know. So it's like, trust that, yeah, everything that's not, you know, that's not still connected to you is waste, and it's okay. And it's like, you can thank it for the time it's served. You can thank it for the connection and everything that you learned from it, but allow it to, you know, fall away and step into more of yourself, and know that you've created space for all these things that are unfolding for you right now. And this feels like, this little sad emoticon face feels like your reality. Like, it's like, damn, sad to see you go, you know, like the old reality, the old versions of yourself, you know, that, not even the old version of yourself, but just the old dynamics, everything that has been, you know, comforting for you, even if you didn't like it, you know, it made you feel safe because it was familiar. It's like, damn, like you're really out of here. And it's like, hell, it's sad to see you go. And it's like a lot of the things you've been experiencing has been your reality, your old reality, trying to keep you in it, you know, trying to keep you safe, trying to keep you like, whoa, the unknown is scary. Remember, we're afraid of not knowing what's next. We're afraid of trusting ourselves. What are you doing? Like, come on, like, remember how safe, you know, at least this is pretty bad, but we know what to expect here, you know. We know what our devils are here. It's like in that darkness, it's like, oh, who knows? There might be a bigger devil. And it's like, you know, that's not true. So it's like, yo, your reality, even if you're seeing still echoes of the past or echoes of where you've been, trust that, yo, that's what they are. They're just echoes. And I just heard like extinction burst, and it's just like, as these things are dying out, you know, it's that last ditch effort to fight back. You know, if you get a wounded animal, corner it, like it's gonna give you all it's got at that very end, you know. And it feels like that's exactly what our reality has been doing. And it's a scary thing, you know, as you feel like, whoa, like I've been doing so good. What's going on? Like, am I backsliding? Am I actually out of alignment when I thought I was in alignment? It's like, no, it's your reality trying to get you to overly identify with it and go back and move back into the stability and the fake security that is simply illusions anyway. And under that is Taurus. And it's like, yo, be stubborn in that. Channel the energy of the bull and trust that your direction is the direction to go. And don't be moved this way or that way by the echoes or by other people's fear or their projections or the limits that they put on themselves, because that's really what it is. It's the same limits in the way they treat themselves is how they try to limit and treat you, you know? So that's more telling about them than it is about you. And then under that is call me. And this just feels like, yo, when in doubt, go back within and really get in contact with yourself and get in contact with your why and everything that's unfolded to get you to this point. It's like, yo, if you need a re-up, contact me, contact yourself, re-look at where you've been, how you got here and all that. And remember exactly who you are, because you are everything. And if you truly understood that you were everything, what reason is there to doubt? What reason is there to question? What reason? You know exactly what you can trust yourself because you are everything. And it's like whenever you feel like you can't do that, yo, get in contact with the truth of you. Reconnect to yourself. And then under that is sexual energy. And that feels like creation, you know? It feels like the purest of creative energy. And it's like, trust that. Trust the cause and the things that you're being called to create right now, because they're really, really divine. They're all divine blueprints and divine insight and calls, honestly. And it's like you're at a point right now where you're of the highest vibration. You are of the highest frequency of knowing and all that. So it's like everything you make is going to be highly, highly charged. So you're even the ideas and the concepts and things that you're getting to, like, oh man, I really want to do this, or oh, I should do that. Trust it, especially if they're new, you know, they're new things that you weren't even thinking about before, or places your mind wasn't going before. It's like, because you're different. And these thoughts and these ideas are of a whole nother caliber. So it's like, yo, lean into them and express that creative energy and have fun with it, you know, and really allow it to be play and allow it to be a divine unfoldment process. But also don't allow yourself to feel like you can mess it up or like it's too big or you have to get it perfect, because that's another illusion. It's like, yo, it's coming to you and you're getting these ideas and they want to be born through you because you're perfect. You're the exact person needed to do it. So it's like you just have to be you and deliver it how only you can deliver it, and trust that that's all it is. And that is the perfection. The more you it is, the more perfect it is. It doesn't have to be you trying to live up to the standard or you trying to make what's popular or anything. It's like, yo, what feels like me and it lights me up as I'm working on it and I'm done. I feel like, wow, that's amazing. You know, that makes you really feel good. And it's like, that's the meter in which how perfect it is. If you look at it and you're like, oh, okay, I'm done. Like, that's probably not a masterpiece. And it might look good. It might, you know, appear to be so good, and it might appear to look like the other things that have been working. But it's like, if it doesn't light you up and if it doesn't feel like, wow, I did that, then it's probably not to the caliber in which you could create something, because the energies that are at your disposal right now, and not even at your disposal because that sounds wasteful, but the energies that are ready to be worked with you right now are of the highest caliber. So trust yourself and trust that they are only coming through you because you have something that only you can offer. So if you're not making it as only you can make it, at that point you're wasting the energy. And it's not a waste, because you'll get the lessons to realize, okay, this doesn't work. And eventually you'll get to a point of using it correctly. So either way, it's wins or lessons, but all roads lead to you and all roads lead to where you're going. And yeah, now we're getting back to, wow, all these came out together last week, and they usually come out together. But someone's lying, religion, third eye, and it always lasts, I am. And it's like, it's that same story. It's like, yo, don't fall into these illusions, y'all. Like, if you're waiting for the outside to confirm everything I just told you right now, you're like, I'm gonna wait till the news tells me that everything's different and that I can trust myself, or like, oh, like I'm connected to it all. If you're waiting for that, it'll never happen. So it's like, they're lying, bro. If you only live your life based on what's in the mainstream, what's being pushed on you all the time, chances are you're out of alignment. Chances are you're literally living in the upside down. So it's like, understand that a lot of these things and the things that are pushed on us all the time and spoken as truth is for a reason. It's to push agendas. It's to allow those in power to stay in power and to keep us disempowered most of the time, if not all the time. So don't trust your physical eyes and your physical ears and all that based on what you're being told. It's like, yo, tap in with yourself. Use that other eye, you know, the all-seeing eye, the one that's connected to it all and can see through the illusions. It's like, as you do that, all the smoke and all the darkness will dissipate, and you'll realize that all that's left is you, because you are, and I am, and that's the truth of it all. And it's like all you ever had to do was exist as you, because you came here a perfect and complete and whole person. And you know, even all this unlearning and deconditioning is all because things that happened once you got here, you know, but once you came into the world, you came here perfect. Yes, you know, some of us are generational curse breakers and shedding, you know, we're working out the karma of our ancestors and different things like that. But you came here perfect. You came here absolutely perfect. And it's like, as you shed all these things, you get back to you and realize I am, and that I am, and I can operate just as the grass operates, just as the trees operate, and just that knowing and following my instincts and being connected to it all, because that's the truth of my existence. I am, period. And under that, decide. And it's like, yo, I feel like the choice is clear and obvious, but it's like, make it consciously, you know, decide, like, it's time, you know, I'm stepping into it, and allow that to be your reality, you know. And then, yeah, cat, and this feels like, yo, 9 lives, that reminder, like, you cannot mess this up. Show up as you, and trust that you'll get everything you need, and even the things that appear like mistakes, that will lead you to more success. You know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and that's the truth. And it's like, you have 9 lives, like, it can't kill you, you know. So it's like, trust yourself and show up as you need to. Don't be hesitant. Move in your autonomy as well, because I'm seeing how cats kind of move on their own timing. They be a little distance, they'll watch you from afar, you know, all these things. They kind of move to the beat of their own drum, and it's like, yo, follow your autonomy and know that you have 9 lives. You're infinite. And that just feels like the key. That just feels like we have everything we need. And it's like, oh, open that door and walk in. That's it. Because you're already there. Like, you know, like when you're at a house and you pull up, it's like you're already at the house. You're not inside it yet, because, you know, you got to open the door and walk in. But you're there. Like, your GPS is off. You're not still trying to figure out where the house is. It's like you're there. You're just at the point where it's like, I just got to walk in. And it's like, that's where you are right now. And it's like, you're already there. You just have to realize you're there and open it. And you open it through your awareness. You open it through your energy and all that, and allow it to be exactly where you are. Allow it to be your reality, because it is. But at the end of the day, you always have the last say. You know, you can use all your power to create illusions for yourself. And it's like, if you want to feel like you're not there yet, you can continue to strive, and, you know, you'll project all these obstacles and more lessons and all that to feel like, you know, there's still more work to do if you want to, and if that's what you choose to do. But right now, you're at the door. You have the key. It's like, but the last step is yours, and you got to open it. And then under that is LOL. And it's like, and under that is get out your head. And that feels like, yo, you're funny. Like, it feels like the universe is like, yo, if you knew just exactly where you are right now and what's unfolding right now, like, the things you're worried about would be so laughable to you. Like, you'd be like, wow, like, I was really worried about that. I was worried about this. I was worried about how I was going to do this 2 months from now. I was worried about, like, next year. I was putting together a 5-year plan, not knowing that, yo, my whole trajectory is completely different right now. Like, it's way bigger than anything I could even try to comprehend or logically force and create, you know? So it's like, you're funny. The universe is like, you're silly. Like, you have no idea what the reality of the situation where you are right now is. And this feels like the last call. It's like, get out of your head, yo. If you feel disconnected from all this, it's because you're thinking about it too hard. You're logically trying to make sense of it, but it's not something to be made sense of logically. It's like, this is something to be experienced. It's a divine unfoldment. And it's like, you just have to pay attention, you know, and show up and be aware in every present moment. And follow the calls from inside the house and show up authentically. And then, yeah, under that, and it's like, hey, remember that sad face from earlier? It's like, this is what's being greeted. This is how you're being greeted in this new reality. It's like, welcome. Like, we've been waiting on you. You've been waiting on you to get to this point. And it's like, It was always accessible to you once you became light enough, once you became courageous enough, once you fostered that strength within yourself, came into balance, do all these things to get back to you. Honestly, like none of this is stuff you acquired outside of yourself. It's you getting back to the truth of you, honestly. Becoming is really just being, and it's really just getting back to yourself, getting back to the all, to the I am, because our whole life has made us, or not made us, but it's pushed us to subscribe to all these boxes, and to put all type of stuff after I am, like I am black, I am straight, I am a male, I am allergic to this, I am a student, I am my job, people are identifying as the things they work as, all these things, but it's like none of that is you. Like all of that is an illusion. It's like I am, the only thing that's true is that you exist, because at the point you decide like, I don't want to be a musician anymore. Like, are you a whole new person? No, you just don't do music anymore. You just do this other thing now. But it's like none of it is who you are. None of it is how you should be identifying yourself, because who you are is just you. Your awareness is the energy that you carry, the soul in your body that animates your body and allows this vehicle to take you here and there, and that connects you to the things you see, that connect you to the spirit realm, to the physical. Like all of that's who you are, and that's the I am. And it's like that's what becoming is. It's getting back to that, shedding all the boxes, shedding all the programming, all the conditioning, and to the point where it's like you can see yourself clearly and realize there was no separation ever, and that all the separation that you've experienced has been illusion, and that you are everything, and you will continue to be everything. And the more you can ground that in, the more you will get those reflections and confirmation that you are everything, and that your life will treat you like you are everything, because that's the truth. And that's where we are right now. And that's what's being communicated to us right now. It's just the notification, like, boop, arrived. Like, the GPS, it's time to turn the GPS off, y'all. And it's like, now it's time to trust your guidance, trust your steps, trust who you are, trust where you're called to go. And that's it, because you've made it. You made it to the point where you felt like you need to be led to. You've made it to the point of where you feel like everything can begin, and where everything's waiting. It's like you're there now. But now the last thing keeping you this close away from it is letting go of all that stuff that got you here, feeling like you weren't there yet, feeling like there was still stuff to do, all that allowed you to get here, but will now keep you disconnected from those very things that are here for you right now. Because as long as you continue to move like, oh, there's more to do, where's everything at? You're in that lack vibration. And at that split second you detach and realize that you're exactly where you need to be, your flying fish will appear. Everything that you wanted will appear. And you'll just realize that you're exactly where you needed to be. Like you're in the middle of it all. So yeah, get out of your head and let your soul lead the way, man. Follow those creative sparks, follow those energies and those threads within you, and allow them to lead you to everywhere you need to go. And as I say that, it feels like everything out here got calm. Like the wind kind of stopped, the noise is kind of settled, like even my voice changed. And yeah, this is the calm after the storm, y'all. Yeah, I didn't even plan to say that, but oof, full body tingles. Yeah, that's it for me, y'all. I feel like I've expressed the energy to the utmost. I feel like I got it all out, and that's a great way to feel, honestly. And I hope y'all feel just as charged and ready to, to move from here, to kind of do everything you feel called to do and step into everything that's waiting for you. Because it's all here, man, right now. Not one day, not tomorrow, not if you do this, but now. So allow yourself to connect to that truth. Please go celebrate yourself today. Do not wait. Because in that waiting, you're in that lack still. Because why do you need to see it first to trust it when all this is results? This is the last place it plays out, but it's already played out. Like it's already happened. It's like the physical is now you just ground it in. So it's like, don't wait to celebrate. Don't wait for the proof to come. Do something. And the bigger you feel not even comfortable, like do something just a little bit bigger than you're comfortable doing, Because even staying in your comfort zone is not it either. So it's like celebrate, but make it a little bigger than you would typically, comfortably, even if it feels like, oh, this is tough. Like do that exact thing, please. But yeah, that's it for me, y'all. And ooh, another message. Let's see. I can't see it. Oh, I think it says yes, sir. I think. If it don't say yes, sir, hey, yes, sir. I say yes, sir. But yeah, I love y'all, man. And I'm excited. I'm excited for everything to unfold from here. And yeah, to just step in and walk in and just bask in and take it all in. Because I know what it took. And we deserve it all. And hell yeah, I'm ready to collect. So yeah, I'm really grateful that I pushed through and made it out here. And it felt like it would be like this. And yeah, and it just feels like I was saying, it feels like that last-ditch effort from, my old reality, from, the things that used to keep me safe. And, it felt like that last attempt to, keep me. And it's just like, I'm not being kept nowhere, so. Well, that felt good to say. But yeah, I love y'all, man. And I hope y'all understand just how seriously I take all this. Like, this shit is not fun and games to me. This is real divine work in every sense of it. And yeah, I'm Mark. Hey, thank you, Dream. Always right on time, yo. I love y'all so much. And hey, I'm celebrating with y'all, man. Feel free to let me in on how y'all are celebrating, what y'all are doing, and just all of it, The more you can speak into it and not be afraid to, express it and feel like evil eye or all these things are gonna mess you up. Like, all that's illusion anyway, and that keeps you in lack too. It keeps you feeling like, like other people, their energy has more of a say than yours. 'Cause at the point you decide this is where you're going, like, it doesn't matter what they feel, it doesn't matter what they say. And it only matters at the point where you leave room for it to influence your energy. And as long as you believe that it can, then it will for sure. But once you kind of know, like, that shit's powerless, it's all illusion, then it's all just noise and you just need to cancel it out or whatever. But yeah, so don't hesitate to express your winnings as far as just the energy, as far as how you feel and moving in that direction. And, people are like, why are you so happy? And it's like, you don't have to, minimize yourself or be humble until you have the proof. Like, walk with your head held high in the utter confidence, skipping, doing a little dance from room to room, whatever it feels like. You got that message, you got the notification because you did. This is it. This is the proof. This is me, not even me. This is all that is coming through and reflecting out of you and back to you to tell you, like, this is it and it's done. So it's like, you got the notification, so go celebrate, turn up. Don't wait for a physical because now you took all this abundance and all that and you put it right in the lack pocket, It's like, all right, I'm gonna take this stuff out when I see it. And now you're waiting for more signs. It's like, that was it. So I'm gonna let it end here. I'm gonna let the energy stay where it's at. But yeah, I'm Mark. I've been your reader. I hope I fulfilled my promise of telling you were in for a treat. And yeah, this has been Monday Magic, y'all. Make sure y'all do all the things. Share with somebody. Like, subscribe, comment. Follow me on Instagram at 5D Just Too Easy. I post messages like this. I share things I come across there. What else? Check out my music on all platforms, whether it be Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever you listen to music, I'm there. I release music as KK the Artist. And for me, that's a medium for me to express my magic, to do my alchemy, whether it be journal entries, like as far as just express how I'm feeling, or to teach and educate and to talk about these very concepts and, in fun ways. And I do all the production myself and the engineering myself. So it's like, it really is worlds that I create, and each song is its own world, and it's just so beautiful. And music is my first love. So yeah, and it's so spiritual to me now, and it's just as profound as all this work is to me. So yeah, if you vibe with this and you feel resonance here, then I'm sure the music will be the same way. So yeah, KK the Artist. And yeah, Patreon. I don't know if y'all thought I forgot, but yeah, definitely meet me over on Patreon and the Amani community. And the name Amani that's my middle name, and it's Swahili for peace. And it truly is an embodiment of, the community is truly an embodiment of all the work. Everything we talk about, it's where we be about it. Here we talk the talk, and it's like the rest of, the Monday when we turn this off through next Monday, it's like we're walking the walk, and you see other people walking the walk, and we can bounce off each other, and it's just a beautiful place to grow and also do this walk that is truly a walk of self, but in the company of others who are also taking their own walks. And it's just a beautiful thing. And today actually makes 1 month since I launched it. So it's a beautiful culmination, and this Monday is truly magical in every sense. And yeah, it just means a lot to me, so much to me. And yeah, you all continue to be affirmation and confirmation of everything that I'm here to do. So yeah, there is none of this without you all. So know that I'm just as grateful for you as you are for me, and that I see us as equals in all this, and that all our roles are just as important, you know? So yeah, thank you all, and I'll see y'all around. Like, I'm excited to come back here next Monday and hear about all the amazing things that unfolded this week that were your proof that you didn't even need anymore, because you were already celebrating and was moving in it, you know? And then your flying fish was on, you know, right there. And you kind of just like, oh, hey, fish. And you kept doing what you were doing because you were already so embodied in everything. You were already abundant. You were already needing for nothing. So there was nothing that could come in and, you know, light you up so much to where it's like, oh, man, you know, it's this big thing, because like you already are everything. So I love y'all so much. I'm going to go rest and give myself everything I need, and also celebrate too. So I hope y'all do the same thing. And I'll see y'all soon, man. I love y'all a lot. And be safe and keep shining and be you, because that's all you can do 100% authentically anyway, is be you at any given turn, no matter what that looks like. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. Oh, baby. Oh, the star of the show, y'all. Make sure y'all send my baby some love. And this is, yeah, being out here and being under here is a completely different experience. And yeah, she plays a major role in just the unfoldment of all this and grounding in the energies. And yeah, when I'm out here sitting on these roots, the channel is so clear and feels never ending. Honestly, it's like if I don't pull myself away, or if the cars don't give me a bunch of repeats to tell me to close it down, like we'll just keep going, because the energy just keeps pumping. So yeah, Tree can never be thanked enough, and she's a very big half of, yeah, Monday Magic. Me and her, and then you all. And yeah, so thank you, and I love you, and I love y'all. Peace. Oh, I feel like the Disney Channel when I do that. But all right, y'all. Come on, stop button. Cooperate with the kid today. Hey.